I went searching in all the wrong places like we do, right? We're trying to figure things out. We're trying to help ourselves. We're just trying to get to the next day, right? So I find myself in my lowest point. I am addicted to drugs. My father was an addict. He left when we were 9, when I was 9 years old, and he never dealt with his stuff. And so when you don't deal with your stuff, see, that's the beauty of dealing with your stuff. You don't have to pass it down to the next generation. So he did not deal with his stuff. Therefore, what am I going to go into? The same stuff. Somebody's got to rise up and break the cycle.
Why be somebody else when I can be me? Why be somebody else when I can be me? You're already taken, 'cause I'm in the making. 'Cause I'ma be me, I'ma be me, I'ma be me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm so good at being good. There it is. Hey, family, and welcome to the Hear My Heart show, where we pull back the curtain, drop the titles, and get real about life, faith, and every single thing in between. I am your host, Coach Tiffany, your internet sister, here to cheer you on in your walk with God and through your walk with life. Now, as you know, this is the space where hearts speak and hope is restored. And every week, my VIPs share their stories, their struggles, and their wisdom to remind you, yes, you, that you are seen, you're loved, and you are never alone. But before we dive into this show here, I need you to do me a super huge favor, please. I need you to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, so that you don't miss a single conversation that could change your life. And if you're sharing it with somebody, you don't know who else's life that you're going to be changing, okay? So before I introduce my fabulous VIP, I want to share something with you. Never underestimate the beauty of a turnaround story. The enemy will try to convince you that your pain disqualifies you. Oh, but God specializes in taking what was meant to break you and using it to bless you and others. The scars that you carry, they're just evidence of survival. Sure they are. Okay. And the joy that you have today, that's proof of God's promise. Today's guest is living proof of that the darkness doesn't get the last word. Light does. And when you hand your story over to Jesus, he can turn even the deepest valley into a testimony that sets other people free. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting excited all over again. You're gonna understand why when she come up here, because today I am so honored to welcome a woman who is absolutely on fire for the Lord. Elizabeth is amazing, okay? And she is a devoted wife, a loving mom of 4, count it, 1, 2, 3, 4 beautiful children. She is a Bible teacher that draws God's daughters closer to his heart. You see my heart on there. That's what she do. She draw you closer to it. And her story is one of God's rescue from brokenness and deep pain to joy, healing, and kingdom purpose. And let me tell you something. You ready for this something? She's not just living the life God gave her. She's helping others step into theirs. Ain't that super awesome? I know you're ready for her to come up here, right? So y'all, family, welcome my friend and my sister, Elizabeth.
I just love you already. Wow.
Hi, sugar.
I'm so excited to be here today and just wow, when you were saying all that, I was like, Lord, she can't be talking about my life. But it's so amazing when God has done such restoration that you don't even remember being that broke. You don't remember being that down, being that addicted. Like, she got to be talking about somebody else. That ain't my life.
No, that's good. That's where you got delivered from, sugar. But I mean, hey, We all have our stories, and that's the beautiful thing, is we have our stories, and what your past was is somebody else's future, or it could be their present, and your words, your life can help orchestrate what's going to happen for their future. So I'm super grateful for you, and I just really want to say, I want to start here. What are you thankful for now in this season of your life?
Wow, in this season,
Yeah.
I am just it goes back to that first love. I mean, I really went through 2 years of some testing and trial. I'm pretty sure so many people are like, "Yeah, me too, sister. Oh my goodness." If there's not an area of my life that hasn't been tested, and I really feel like we as the body of Christ have been going through this refining place,
Yeah.
have been coming back to this place of where he is more than enough. And so I just want to say that through those 2 years where everything that could be tested was tested, and to come out on the other side, I am thankful for the gift of Jesus Christ, truly. Not just saying that because, "Oh, that's what you say because you're a Christian and he's your everything." No,
Mhm.
with Jesus, we have everything. And
Yeah.
truly knowing that from that perspective of when you had nothing but Jesus for a season,
Mhm.
Jesus is everything, right? And I'm
Yeah.
so grateful for the hope he brings. I'm
Mhm.
so grateful for the victory that he gave us. And so, how can we not be on fire,
Uh-huh.
right? How can we not be on fire when that foundation was really, really tested and like, if this is genuine, Elizabeth,
Mhm.
this is real, what you got, and people need that.
And I absolutely love it. You're not afraid to share that. That is what blesses me so much. And we need that in this
Mhm.
particular life that we're living, is for us not to be ashamed of what we believe in, not to be ashamed of anything. I know I will be out there on the forefront. I got a grandbaby, and I'm like always ready to tell about my things that we love, we like, appreciate, or we get that cute little dress. Girl, guess what? They got pockets. If we can profess about this cute little dress that we got that got pockets, or you know what, girl, these glasses, they can't, whatever. If we can profess about these tangible things, what about somebody that can change your life? What about
Right.
somebody that can help heal, somebody that can help you navigate through life? I'm going to share that too. Hey, real quick, you've been believing the lie that something's wrong with you. Too emotional, too loud, too broken. You're just too much. Can I set the record straight? God didn't make a mistake. Not with your story, not with your scars, not with you. So, I created a 5-day course just for you to remind you that you were made on purpose, for a purpose, and we're breaking every lie the enemy tried to plant in you. You ready? Click the link and sign up. Let's get free for real this time.
Absolutely. Because
Yeah.
what we have to understand, and I really believe that this is going to minister to somebody,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how hard, how impossible,
Mhm.
how it looks right now. When Jesus comes on the scene, he can do anything. And we got to remember who he is
Mhm.
fully, not what we're going through, not what we're feeling, but who he is and the power that he has to change a life, to
Uh,
change the situation. Because I started to see that happening with these breakthroughs or these miracles, not just in my life, but in these other women's life. And I'm like, God,
uh-huh.
this is the real God that we serve, that people need to hear about.
Oh, absolutely. Now, I know you shared how God met you at one of your lowest points in your life. Can you take us back to that moment when everything shifted?
Oh my gosh. I remember I was about 20 years old.
So that was just a few years ago.
No. No, it was years ago.
No.
I think at that young adult age where we're trying to find who we are, and is what your parents say true, or we're trying to figure things out for ourselves. For me, brokenness in my family that was never talked
Mm.
about a feeling of never feeling valued and never feeling loved that I really didn't know how to process. And so I think that's what happened when pain shows up in our life, or we walk through trauma,
Mhm.
especially before we even know the Lord. But make no mistake, you are going to walk through things even when you know the Lord, you know. So we can't sugarcoat that. Life is going to happen
Mhm.
whether we're saved or whether we're not saved. But I
Yeah.
tell you what, I'd rather it be when I'm saved because we have help and we have hope. So before then, at this time in my life, I didn't know the Lord. I was an atheist. I didn't believe in him.
Mhm.
My family fell apart. I didn't feel loved. So I went searching in all the wrong places like we do, right? We're trying to figure things out. We're trying to help ourselves. We're just trying to get to the next day, right?
Mhm.
So I find myself in my lowest point. I am addicted to drugs. My father was an addict.
Mhm.
He left when I was 9 years old,
Mhm.
and he never dealt with his stuff. And so when you don't deal with your stuff, see,
Mhm.
that's the beauty of dealing with your stuff. You
Mhm.
don't have to pass it down to the next generation. So he did not deal with his stuff. Therefore, what am I going to go into? The same stuff.
Mhm.
Somebody's got to rise up and break the cycle.
Yeah.
Amen. And
Mhm.
so I got to do that in my life. So here I am. I'm living in a trailer park, a drug house,
Wow.
20 years old. I have a live-in boyfriend. I'm addicted to drugs. At this point, I was a rape victim. You know, that happened in my life. That was a family member that I thought was going to help me. You know, it was just one tragedy after another because it all happened from my heart. How
Mm.
I viewed myself. And
Mm.
so how I behaved, how I carried myself. But oh my God, I am so thankful that
Thank you.
even in that lowest place, you know,
Mhm.
sometimes when you hit that rock bottom place, or you come to this hard place, you cry out and you don't even know who you're crying out to.
Mm.
Like I said, I didn't believe in God. I didn't want anything to do with somebody that would allow
Yeah.
things. I was like, that can't be real. God can't be.
Mhm.
Why would he let this happen? Why would pain be so evident everywhere in life?
Yeah.
Sometimes we're not going to be able to answer those questions, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Find out those answers till later on. And so here I was coming down off a high. My
Mhm.
boyfriend was out trying to steal things to make rent. My God, this is where my life was,
Right.
right?
Uh-huh.
I am at this point where I can't do this anymore.
Mm.
You don't have family.
Mhm.
Nobody cares about you. You know, all those thoughts are happening that stem from these beliefs that I had from
Mhm.
a, from my childhood, my young adult years. And I decide, you know, because I had tried to take my life at 15. So at
Wow.
this point, I decided I'm going to do this for real because I lived through that time
Mhm.
and, you know, ended up trusting a family member only to be disappointed again, drugged and raped. And now I'm thinking, you know what? I don't want to be here anymore.
Mhm.
I don't want to live like this.
Okay.
In that moment that I am really going to do it, I have enough to do it. And God knew I was going to do it
Mm.
because He took me back there, said,
Uh-huh.
you would have done this.
Uh-huh.
I heard a voice.
Okay.
When I cried out, I was like, somebody, just somebody help me. I don't know what to do. Because
Mm.
down, you don't want to die. Down, you
Mhm.
don't want to do that. You just don't want to hurt anymore. You just don't want to feel like that. So if you've been there or you're thinking about that now, you don't really want to do that. You just don't know how to do life of pain.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
God spoke in that moment. And I didn't really know it was Him later on. Like I said, He had to take me back to that place and say, that was me. I
Mhm.
spoke to you. Because what happened is He said, you don't really want to do this.
Mhm.
If you hold on just a little bit longer, it'll never be like this again. because he was going to come into my life. So I was never going to feel empty. I was never going to feel alone again.
Mhm.
And so I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden there was this hope in
Okay.
listening to that voice. I started to, where I couldn't see anything good in my life, I started to be like, well, maybe life could be good. Maybe I could get married to this guy.
Mhm.
Maybe I could get out of this. That
Yeah.
was supernatural. Because to be able to see in that dark place
Mhm.
something, that's God.
Yeah.
So, so hope came into that place. Even if I didn't even know how this mess was going to turn around, I at least had hope.
Mhm.
And at the same time, there was a war for my soul, and the enemy was, which I didn't know was the enemy, but he
Mhm.
was like, no, this is too much. You can't fix this. Nobody loves you. Nobody cares about you. And I heard like this war for my soul. And I was like, well, I don't like what you're saying. I
Uh-huh.
don't like that feeling, but I'm going to hold on to this. And so I held on to that hope. And, months later, when my boyfriend at the time, who's my husband of 20 years almost, went to jail, y'all. He went to jail.
No, I ain't celebrating that part. I was celebrating the fact that he was your boyfriend. Now he's your husband. That's the part. But I was clapping when you said he went to jail. Whoa, my bad.
He met the Lord
Oh,
in jail
wow.
and
Okay.
turned his life around. Because when I went there to visit him, I was like, this is a whole nother person.
Mm.
I knew this person. We were
Mhm.
going to get our own place, do our own drugs together. Now
Mhm.
he wants to get out and marry me,
Yeah.
serve the Lord. And I'm like, are you high right now? Because I don't know who you are. I remember saying that to him. We joke about it now. He's like, you thought I was doing drugs in there. I was like, I did not. I did not
Somebody smuggled something in there. You got something because this ain't real.
serve God.
It's funny. I'm sorry. That's
He
funny.
didn't get a hold of me yet. I'm
Yeah.
still a work in progress.
Hey, but it was a work in progress, though.
We're on the right track.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I have hope.
Okay.
Suddenly, I'm like, okay, we're going to figure this out. And let me tell you, I liked what he was saying.
Okay.
Get married?
Mhm.
I liked that. I really cared about him. But
Uh-huh.
at the same time, I was like, how am I going to love him when I don't even know how to love myself?
Ooh.
How am I going to do this? But there was some hope there.
Mhm.
I was like, okay,
Mhm.
I like what he's saying if he's really not high, like
Yeah.
he said he wasn't. Y'all, I had friends telling me when they go in jail, they're going to tell you all these things. It's not going to be real. So I had that,
Mhm.
in the background where, is this real? Is
Yeah.
this another? And you got to think about what I've been let down, disappointed time after time that I had some walls up and I was like, is this real? They're
Yeah.
saying it's not real, but I know him.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So there was a war going on.
Right.
I remember this particular time I went to go visit him and he said, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you. I believe that the Lord's going to open your eyes. You're gonna be able to know what I know. We're gonna be okay. I just know we're gonna be okay. Like, how is he so happy? Like,
Yeah.
he's in jail. What is he talking about? I don't even have a place to live,
Yeah, be happy.
right? I'm
Because he had his three hots in a cot, and now you sitting here, you out, and you're
yeah,
like, mhm.
yeah. And I'm trying to figure this out. There the place that we were staying in, my friend that had taken us in, she said that if I stayed with him, that I was going to have to leave because she's in a child custody. So I'm like, I'm about to be homeless.
Right.
You're telling me it's going to be okay. I don't see how it's going to be okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to be out on the streets,
Mhm.
okay, to stay
Mhm.
with you, right? So I better know. You better tell me this is real,
Uh-huh.
right?
For real.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he said, listen, the guy who brought me to the Lord, his mother-in-law is coming
Okay.
and she wants to meet you. And I'm like, my walls are up. I'm like, no, What are you doing telling people our business? I don't want to
Mhm.
meet this woman.
Right, right.
I don't think that people help you, right? I
They
have not.
don't. They just use you. Mhm,
Exactly.
mhm,
They
mhm,
use you. They use you. They lie, and I'm like, mm-mm,
mm.
no. And we're
Not
meeting
happy.
at a jail. No. And he's like, no, listen, this woman is. She really wants to meet you. They are different, and I want you to meet him. And then he throws this out on me. She's here right now.
Uh-oh.
Two places down talking to him, and I was like, "You got to be kidding me? You done set me up. Like, look at the Lord. They are closing in on me. I got hit."
Oh,
I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "No, I really want you to talk to her. It's going to be okay." But I liked the sound of that. So,
mhm.
Mama Kay and I, we talk about this day. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
you guys still keep contact?
Yes. She,
Oh,
girl, she is in every live thing I do. Every time she jumps on there, she's like, Mama Kay, here, bless you, love what God is doing in your life.
yeah.
This woman gonna make me cry now because
Oh,
I needed somebody to come into my life and love me in my mess.
yeah.
She didn't care about the mess. She saw the treasure before the treasure was even there. And
Yeah.
so this woman really carried the heart of God.
I
And
love.
so, yes, yes, Mama Kay, because she's probably going to hear this.
Yeah. Now I want to be Mama K. Now you about to be Mama K to me. Yeah.
Mama Kay, I love you. And I just honor you. And I thank you for saying yes to God in your life, but also I know many, many others that she has loved, and I've been a part of it and seen it. So she's the real deal. Hmm.
Mama K, thank you. I get like super emotional and I get like I love it's a bittersweet thing I have with this heart of mine because when I hear like stories like this, sincerely, like I'm happy like it happened to me. Like
Yeah.
as you're saying this, I'm like, oh, Mama Kay, thank you. And seriously, as you were saying, I'm like, I want to know who she is too. I love people like that, and it's the genuine heart. And there is nothing that I'm expecting. I just expect, to put a smile on your face, maybe, possibly, but there's nothing that I want from you. The only thing I want is maybe that you come to the knowledge of the Lord. You
Yes.
know, that's
Yes.
it. Or either you see his love, like you're sharing, like she see his love through me. That's what I need. That is the greatest gift that I could ever give. Like,
I mean, I became her adopted daughter. So how am I not going to love people the way that I was loved? She passed that on to me, you know? And so back to meeting her, though, we've talked about this.
yeah.
So I go over to her with my walls up, and I'm
Mhm.
like, hey, my boyfriend wanted me to meet you, you know, like I'm doing this because he said to do that, you know, like I don't really want to do this. And she can tell the body language, the everything. But she
Mhm.
said that she saw a lot of just a woundedness, just brokenness, just somebody that needed love. And
Yeah.
so she said, hey, let's just do this. Have you eaten? I
Mm.
hadn't eaten anyway.
Mhm.
And she's like, let's just go to a restaurant. Let's just sit down. Let's just talk. I'll buy you some dinner. And I was like, okay, wow. That's really nice. So she started, my walls started to come down. I'm like, what's she
Mhm.
doing?
When you mentioned food, my wall started coming down already too. I'm like, oh, she got me.
But then she came on strong, y'all. And you
Okay.
don't come on strong to somebody with walls. But
Right.
the but like I said, we went back to that place and she said, when I met you, the Lord spoke to me
Yeah.
and he said, I was to take you in
Mm.
and treat you as if it were Jesus himself. That's why she gave me her bedroom, wanted me to sleep in her bed so I had a comfortable night's rest. I mean, yes, right? But here's me. I'm so overwhelmed by this kind of love. I'm like, what is her intentions?
Mhm.
And that means
Mhm.
where am I going? Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So I almost didn't because it was too much,
Mhm.
but there was just something about her that was, I call it irresistible. Love is irresistible,
It
right?
is. Uh-huh.
So,
Especially when it's genuine. It's
yeah,
not something that I'm putting on, and I'm trying to get something from you. I'm trying to manipulate a situation. This is the sincere from the heart. This is got God kind of love.
yes. And oh my goodness,
Mm.
I can still remember the times we sat at the kitchen table. I poured out my heart to her. She cooked meals for me, listened, but she started to empower me.
Okay.
I noticed like her words, she would say, Elizabeth, you look at all of this as if you are powerless.
Mm.
Just because this, and this, and not saying that it's bad things, but she started to empower me.
Mhm.
She started to show me that God can get involved in this
Ooh.
and turn it all around. That that's not the end.
Yeah.
And I just remember like, but I don't believe in God. She said,
Mhm.
oh my goodness, she always had a comeback, y'all. I mean, like a comeback level. I'd be like, whoa, I'm gonna think about that. And I remember that particular time I said, but I don't believe in God. And she said, that's okay, because he still believes in you.
Oh, mama. Wait a minute. You said she on social media.
I have Mama K on here. You gotta meet this woman. Because I was like,
Oh,
what? And it just kept getting in me.
yeah.
He knows me.
Mm.
He cares about me. He
Yeah.
can turn this around. And when you ain't got nothing
Mhm.
and and nothing going, you start thinking about that. And then remember, my boyfriend, he's praying for me too. So
Oh.
God's closing in.
Uh-huh.
I ended up getting saved in her bedroom. She put the Bible in there. Yep. She put the Bible in there. She didn't push. She put the Bible on the dresser. So when I came back listening to what he was saying, I'm reading the Bible. God's changing my life and I'm going to be a good father. I'm going to be a good husband. He's showing me my future. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And I was like, who is this? Is this real? If it is, I want it too.
Yeah.
And so I remember just being so desperate for change. I went back to the room.
Mhm.
I opened that Bible
Yeah.
that she had, and we talked about that too. She's like, I set that there. God told me to set it there. Don't push it on you, but just
Uh-huh.
set it because you were searching. You were searching.
Uh-huh.
And I opened it up to Deuteronomy 28, and I saw this, and I saw this, and my eyes were opened.
Mm.
God is who I'm missing. I could not deny the truth of his existence.
Mm.
And I got down on my knees in that bedroom. I'll never forget it. And I gave my life to him. And I even said, if you can take this mess and do anything, you can have it all.
Mhm.
And he did. Oh my gosh, he did, y'all.
Yeah.
He did from the inside out within 3 years times after that. Because we got that same year, I call 2002 amazing year. I
I
got
believe it.
saved
Oh,
in August, which we're celebrating 2 days from now. I got married, I got baptized, and everything changed. Within 3 years, we were in a whole new life, a whole new. I was moving 3 years from that time. So don't tell me God can't turn it around.
he can.
Three
Mm.
years time, we were moving into a brand new home that,
Well,
I mean, God, he started turning it around quick because the key is everything. I didn't hold anything back. I said,
everything.
God, the mess of my life, I'm not going to hold anything back. Any plan,
Mhm.
I give it all to you. And so
Mhm.
I think that's, and I believe this is going to minister to somebody. I think that's sometimes why we miss out on the very, very best that God has, is because we're like, you can have this or you can
Mm.
have this, but we hold on. But when we surrender and give him full reign and give him all, oh my gosh, y'all,
You got to give it to him. Oh,
you get everything,
Yeah.
everything, because then I was getting the husband who was on fire for God.
Uh-huh.
I was getting, the brand new home. I
Mhm.
could see myself in a home,
Mhm.
homeless. I
Yeah.
was like, "Are we gonna have a party?" And we did for a little while. We did. And I was thankful for my apartment. I
Uh-huh.
was coming there like, "Oh my gosh, my own place," right?
It feels amazing because it's your space.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
I would cry all the time because I'd be like, "I am free. I am free. Addiction doesn't have a hold on me.
Yeah.
Have my children, they're not gonna be raised in that dysfunction." And I can't tell you the joy that was coming alive that even to this day, you
Yeah.
can't put that out.
Mhm.
You can't put that out.
I love that. Oh, you better be a fire. You know what? You are definitely proof that a fire unattended will go out. And
Mm,
you have been tending to this fire that has been burning in you 2002.
yes,
Yes. Listen, I am super grateful for that. Mama K.
Mama K. Oh my gosh.
She's absolutely amazing. One more time. I love me some Mama K. You hear me?
I know. Yes.
Everybody needs a Mama K in their life. And it's the fact that you're sharing. She didn't push you. She
Mm-mm.
didn't like throw it. She didn't shove it down your throat. Like, understood, she wants you to come to know him.
Mm,
Sure, she wishes that you wouldn't perish. Sure, she wants you to experience, a life with Christ. But she wasn't like, oh, you're going to go to hell if you don't take him in. Like, the fact that she lovingly showed you love and she just overwhelmed you with love that you're like, all right, now I'm starting to soften up, walls starting to come down, like I'm still guarded, but my
uh,
walls are coming down. So it's like amazing to hear that. And you still tell it like it just happened yesterday.
mm. And I still love from that place. And the Holy Spirit will have to say, okay, like you can't overwhelm this person. Cause I'll be like, I love you. Oh my gosh, sister, God's gonna do so much. And he's like, girl, she can't
Settle
handle
down.
it. We gotta bring it down. But I'm like, but Lord, I know what you can do for her. And I get so excited, so excited.
It's easy to be that way. I promise you. That's why I'm telling you. I so love you because that's how it is. When it comes from a pure place, it's
Yes.
easy to love like Christ loved. It's easy to want to see the best for you. I want the best for you. He wants the best for you. So I'm just going to love you to life. Like, I just really want to see you be the best that you can possibly be, seriously and sincerely from a genuine place. I don't want to see you hurt. I really don't. So I'm going to help usher you to the mender of broken hearts. Like it until you really give your life to him, guess what? You can come on in here and I'm going to love on you and you're going to feel this love until you really want to receive his love.
Yes. And I tell them, because we have a community of women that, I'm loving on, and the
Mhm.
Lord is loving on them through me. And it thrills me when I get that one message that, girl, I need you in my life. Oh my gosh, you inspire me, you encourage me, because it makes me think back, this is what Mama Kay would be proud of.
Yeah.
This is what God is proud of. This is what I'm supposed to do. He filled
Mhm.
me up with so much love, which with him, he is love, that
Uh-huh.
it has to overflow. It has to outflow because I can't contain it. I'm like, Lord, I can't contain what you
Uh-huh.
put in me because it's meant for us. Just like Mama Kay, who walked with the Father like that and was an outflow of love, she has to spill out on everybody else.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And she
It's
can't contain it. It's an overflow.
yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh. Oh,
yeah.
I kid you not. I love this. And I can stay here with you all day because you're a pure joy and you're not afraid to hold anything back. And I absolutely love that. So I'm really hoping that every person that gets the opportunity to hear your voice, like they are real life encouraged and they get the opportunity to dive a little deeper with Christ. My question to you is if a listener is in a place of deep hurt or feels far from God, what's the one message that you'd want to speak into their hearts today?
Take that first step. I
Mm,
mean, like, I remember, like I said, it wasn't all just here we go, good times every day, right? I had some renewing of my mind. I had some old patterns. I had some layer by layer healings. I've had some broken hearted places where I'm like, Lord, but you love me. What is this, right?
you
And
remember me?
hello. But I I would say just keep keep going to him
Mhm,
even when you're hurting, even when you're full of pain, even when, and a lot of times it doesn't make sense. You don't understand it.
mhm, mhm,
Keep going to him
mhm,
because he's really all that you need. And so if you keep going to him, see, it just makes me want to cry because I'm so grateful to know him. I know there are millions that don't know him, that don't know the Father. And I
mhm,
stop thanking God for interrupting my life in that moment and saying you are worth loving. So if you know him, you already have everything you need and you just keep going to him because he's going to put it all back together. He's going to draw you to himself and show you who you are, and he'll work it all out. That's what I say. He'll work it all out. You don't have to work it all out. You can't work it all out,
mhm.
but God will work it all out. Just don't ever turn from the one who has everything that you need.
Oh,
I really felt like that ministered to somebody right now.
I'm one of those somebodies.
Because it, like I said, because when I gave it all to him, y'all, he did far beyond what I could have planned for my life. He allowed me 17 years to
Mhm.
stay at home and relive the childhood I missed through my kids. I never had to worry about money because I didn't allow myself to. I was so loved by God, and
Mhm,
he just always took care of it. Plus,
mhm.
my husband, he was a provider because he was a man of God.
Yeah.
And so God allowed me 17 years to go to the park, to go on vacations, to do all the things. I know that he can turn your life around, and what he can do,
Mhm.
you can't even imagine.
Why are you trying to figure out? God has already worked it out.
Yep.
That is app. Listen here, sugar. You're such a blessing. I promise you, you real life are. You are a true jewel, and not one of these ones that you can put on your finger or in your not that you are sincerely priceless. And I am so so thankful to God that you have came into my life. I really appreciate you. And I understand when you see somebody to just send you that little DM or send you that text message, and it's just like, I needed you in my life. I understand those. And sometimes it's easy for us to be like, God, why? I wish somebody would. But hold on to the ones that do give you that would, and they
Yeah.
have shared with you, and appreciate the God in you. I know I do. I real life appreciate the God in you. I appreciate the unapologetically, I'm gonna share Christ with you. I real life emphatically love that about you. And thank you for sharing that. Like, you're dope. I don't want to say that word anymore because I said that I was going to be intentional on not saying that word. I'm so sincere. I am really trying to get better at saying that word. I mean, I understand my culture and why we say it, but I just am trying to do better at saying that. And you're absolutely amazing. So, sincerely, you are a true jewel, and I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, I'm going to have to say, I don't know about y'all, but my heart is full right now. Elizabeth, you reminded us that there is no pit too deep, no darkness too heavy. There's no wound too painful. God can't heal. I really appreciate it. Your story is a testimony that Jesus doesn't just give us life, He gives us an abundant life. And when we let Him, He'll turn every hurt into a platform for hope. So I really appreciate you. Thank you for sharing that. And I need everyone to connect with you. How do we get the opportunity to connect with you?
Easy way to connect. Find me on Facebook, Elizabeth Verver.
Okay.
On Facebook, you can follow me there. You'll get all the connection to YouTube. We're just getting started on YouTube. We are going to see women come alive. We're going to see homes restored. We just had a live stream. God showed up because he
Come
was like,
on.
it's time to restore the bride, and I'm sending you out. After he gave me 17 years to stay at home with my children, to enjoy my freedom. And I taught Bible studies and things like that. But he said, I'm turning it up a notch, and I'm going to do miracles. I'm going to do breakthroughs. I'm going to do restoration in their lives. And I said, yes.
Yeah.
And it is taking off. So Precious Promises with Elizabeth Verver on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're going to do monthly live streams.
Okay.
We're going to see God do some mighty things. How
Oh,
do you know? You just know.
and you can feel it, right? You just know it. When you have a relationship with him and you talk to him, and not only you talk to him, you take the opportunity to listen to what he has to say. And once you listen to what he has to say, take heed to what he has to say. You just have that in your knowing that everything is going to work out. You know, you believe him. So you believe him and you trust him, and you know it's just, I just know in my knowing it's about to blow up, sugar. I love
Yes. Yes.
I absolutely love it. Well, I really appreciate you. If you were encouraged today, hit that like, hit that share, and that subscribe button so that this message can reach someone else who needs to hear it. I know you were blessed by it. I know I was blessed by it, but bless somebody else. Share it on your timeline. Get the link. Share it with somebody via text message. Put it to your email chains. Either way it goes, share it with somebody, remix it, share it. Someone needs to hear this encouragement. So do not keep all this goodness to yourself. So, with that being said, I am Coach Tiffany. I'm your little internet sister. And I'll leave you with this: you are loved, you are seen, and your story is still being written by the greatest author that there is. So, I'm going to be real churchy for you. I love you, family, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. You want to tell the people bye?
Bye, everybody. I hope you'll connect. It's just getting started. We're going to see great things.
Absolutely. I love it. Grace and peace, y'all. You are super cool.